Welcome to the Freak Show. Let's review episode 2 of 911 titled Let Go. This episode was written by Ryan Murphy, Brad Falchuk, and Tim Minear, and it was directed by Gwyneth Horder-Payton. Episode 2 kicks us off with a pair of guys getting into a roller coaster ride at the fair. Now, during the ride, the safety restraints come undone, killing one of the guys and leaving the other stranded, with others, upside down on the roller coaster. Instead of reaching for Buck to save his life, the guy lets go and plummets to his death. Now, unfortunately, this leaves our hunky Buck depressed about why the guy just didn't take his hand. Why didn't he try to save himself? Abby sees Buck on the news and calls him to offer her condolences because she knows how it feels to lose someone when you're trying to save them. It's a sweet moment between the two, but I got the impression sparks flew between them. Later, Buck attends the funeral for the guy who fell from the roller coaster, and the sister blames Buck for his death. Now, before the episode ends, the sister does come to the firehouse to explain to Buck about her brother. His name was Devin, and he was depressed. So she called his friend Chad, and she begged Chad to get Devin out of the house, which led them to the fair and the roller coaster ride. Now, the sister and Buck share a kind of moment of compassion for one another, and Buck feels better afterward. Through the whole episode, he is plagued with this, so, this does not happen till the end. My hunch with the spark between Abby was accurate, as she calls Buck at the end of the episode to ask him out. Now, he says no because he normally moves too fast with women and never has a real relationship with them. But he thinks Abby's special, so he wants to keep things where they are, and Abby happily agrees. Now, the rescues in this episode involve a guy who's trapped by a couple of Doberman pinschers in his house. My first thought was, someone's going to get their ass sued for letting those dogs run loose. But the closer I looked at the situation, the more I wondered. And sure enough, Athena realized the guy was a burglar who was trapped by the owner's dogs, and she let him get away. Now, later in the episode, Athena does track his ass down gangster style because he called 911 and it logged his cell phone number. It was hilarious to see Athena catch that fool's ass. Now, in the next call, a window washer fell from the platform, and our favorite fire rescue men come calling. However, Buck is very hesitant to help, and he later admits the guy who fell from the roller coaster was the first person he ever lost on duty. Now, Bobby refers Buck to a counselor. Hey, the counselor's Taylor Townsend from the OC. She consoles Buck. Well, sort of. And I love it when they highlight the various 911 calls because as the viewer, we never know what to expect, and it feels like we're holding on for dear life watching these people save lives. Now, our girl Athena fights for her marriage in this episode. Her and Michael go see a counselor, and Athena admits she knew that her husband was gay the whole time they were married, but never said anything because she loved him so much. It was a beautiful scene between the two of them, and it perfectly demonstrated the agony between two people when one comes out as gay in a relationship. When she comes home after work, she finds her daughter May on the floor, apparently dead from taking pills. Athena calls 911 and the episode closes. Now, once again, guys, this was another great episode of 911. My rating on this episode is a solid 9. Shit got crazy and real too fast, and it was awesome. Now, what do you think of episode 2 of 911? Leave your comments below, and as usual, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on a thing. Bye.